What's up, everyone? If you're watching this video and tuning in, thank you, appreciate you so much, grateful for that. Anyways, I just wanted to speak my mind here. I'm out at a trailhead. If you can see out my windshield here, I am planning on running to the top of the area that I'm trying to run to. So the goal of this is to kind of just quiet down the little bitch voice inside my head. That voice that I think many of us have that tried to convince us that maybe we're not good enough or that we shouldn't do something out of comfort. And I know, for some context, on Monday night, which was Christmas Day, I went to NFL football game, 49ers versus the Ravens, and I got drunk. And I feel like the next day I took as a recovery day, which I was planning on doing, but then the next day after that I took another recovery day, and then today it's like I've kind of continued on that habit, and I feel this depression that has been hard for me to get over. And the only thing that kind of like snapped me out of it temporarily was going outside and helping my mom with some yard work. And it was hard enough just to get myself to do that. Like, I totally understand if you're dealing with depression, that can be really difficult to get yourself up and moving. But I know for me personally, movement is the greatest form of healing, and it's a natural nervous system stimulant. So with that, I am trying to go attempt this run here to kind of quiet down that voice in my head and to push myself. And I know that I need to get out there and really just kind of like give myself a mental reset, because I feel like I got a little too comfortable this week because of Christmas, and I think it's time to try to get back into the rhythm of pushing myself. So here we go. I'll show you the way up. All right, thank you. So I just ran an insane amount of hills to get up to this point. Now the views don't really do any justice because obviously it's foggy. I still got a long way to go. If I go up that pathway, at the end, I'll videotape my tails. All right, peace. What's up? Made it to the top, and it definitely wasn't easy. I think it wasn't the fact that I was pushing myself cardiovascularly that was difficult. I think the most challenging part was debating whether or not to give up because of the mud. Look here. Got lots and lots of mud. I'll show a better angle when I switch my camera, but yeah, I made it all the way up though. I did not give up. I definitely questioned whether or not I should because of all the mud. It's going to be difficult going down, probably going to slip a lot. But here, look, hands are muddy. I'm in for the adventure, okay? I committed myself. What is a little mud, you know? I just had to push myself past that mental barrier, and I think there's a lot that I learned about myself, and I'll share my lessons after. Thank you. Super muddy. Woo! Here's the view of practically nothing because of the fog. See how high up I can go. Oh, look, sky's showing some blue. Sun's out. Let's go. Blue sky's peeking out. Fog's kind of rolling away later in this afternoon. Here's my view. Climbed up quite a ways. Still coming down though. I went way over that way. Do you ever feel good about yourself for quitting? Because I certainly don't. Now, this run, I considered quitting multiple times. But internally, I knew if I quit and I turned back because of the mud because of how difficult it was to get up some of these steep hills, and how I was mentally overthinking how I would get back down and how much time I had left, I still didn't turn back, because I knew internally that if I did, I would not feel good about myself. Now, of course, there's some challenges where you may have to turn back, you may have to pivot, you may have to adapt to the circumstance. But for this circumstance, I knew that I was capable, and I was far up enough along the trail to keep going and to not quit. Sometimes you have to pull out that fighter within you to really see what you're able to achieve. And for the viewer that's watching this, some practical advice would be to embrace any challenge as something that you can follow through on in order to improve that confidence that may be lacking in your life, or that feeling of not being good enough or not being able to complete something fully. That feeling of self-efficacy. I feel like for a long time I was mentally weak, but something as little as this can build small wins along the way that can help develop into something great at the end of the tunnel. And of course, at the end of the tunnel, there's still more tunnels to go through. Life is a never-ending stream of ups and downs. But for something like this, like I said, and like I want to reiterate, you have to use these small wins in order to make big wins. And it could be something as little as embracing that challenge, whether it's something physical or mental. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments if you enjoyed it, and if you want to see any more content like this, or if there's any other type of content you'd like to see. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Signing out.